Hi guys, I'm here with Michaela Podolsky, beauty blogger and makeup artist, and today, what are you making for us?
Today we're gonna make a cauliflower pita that is inspired by this restaurant Mise Non that I love in Tel Aviv. It's healthy, it's really easy to make, and it's satisfying.
Great,
Yeah.
let's do it. What's step one?
Okay, so the first thing we're gonna do is chop up the cauliflower.
Okay.
So what you're gonna do is you wanna cut off the stem, and this is never easy, okay? Because it's very, very difficult. It's like hard to get in there.
Kind of a workout?
Kind of a workout.
Okay.
You wanna get all the green off, and then what we're gonna do is just chop it up.
This is obviously such a healthy recipe, but being somebody who's in the makeup and skincare industry, what should we be eating and what should we be avoiding in order to get like the best skin ever?
Yeah, so a lot of people ask me like what products I use to get the perfect glow. And I always say it's not about the products, it's about what you're putting in your body. So the first thing that's obviously the most important that I am so bad at is drinking water. Nothing makes you glow more and gives you that lit from within glow than water. But also eating a ton of vegetables is the best thing for you. And the other thing that you want to avoid, we were just having this conversation, but dairy is the worst thing for your skin. It just makes you break out. It gives you those cystic breakouts because you're ingesting all those hormones. So you'll notice a huge difference in your skin if you don't eat that. And also meat.
You were saying you cut out meat 5 months ago?
Yeah.
So what do you replace meat with most of the time? Just veggies?
Yeah, so that's why I love cauliflower, because it's like very meaty and it's hearty. So I eat a lot of cauliflower, a lot of eggplant. It feels like you're eating a meat, like with that texture. And also it really just depends how you season it.
Yeah, I tried going vegetarian once and replaced every meat dish I normally eat with pasta.
Yeah.
So I gained 10 pounds in 1 month and it was great.
I definitely gained weight after doing this, but I feel better.
Yeah,
you know,
that's
so
all that matters.
Yeah.
That's great. What is one beauty product that you would recommend or like you couldn't live without? You would tell everyone it's like this one thing that you have to get.
So for me, my biggest concern is scarring and discoloration. There's the serum by Biologique Recherche. It's called the Serum Placenta.
What?
Serum Placenta.
What is in it?
Placenta.
No.
Yeah.
Like no.
It smells so bad and it's so gross.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I actually think it's from
Do women like sell theirs?
No, I think it's from a cow. After I'm talking about being vegan, I'm like, it really transformed my skin.
Okay.
Anytime I use it, everybody comments on my skin.
I mean, I'll trust you. I don't know the thought about rubbing placenta on my face.
It's not like that type of like texture. It's like a watery serum.
Okay.
And it's really not
You would
bad.
never know.
Never.
Okay.
No,
Okay.
if you would know, that would be like very disturbing.
Horrifying, yeah.
Yeah. That would not be
Well,
good.
what is the next step for this?
Okay, so the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna put all this cauliflower into a bowl, and then we're going to take what size is this again? Tablespoon. It's bad that I don't know that. So the next thing we're gonna do is take some olive oil, and I'm not gonna use any more than that.
Perfect, just about 1 tablespoon.
And then I'm gonna take a pinch of salt, and I like to use sea salt. I really don't use anything other than that. And then a little bit of pepper, and then you gotta get dirty.
Fun.
Get down and dirty.
So I know you said you start your day rubbing the placenta all over your face, but what does a normal food day look like for you?
So typically I skip breakfast. I try to go till about noon.
Okay.
I try to do intermittent fasting, and to me the easiest way to do that is by skipping breakfast. And I will typically make an avocado toast, and I use Ezekiel bread. No, it's very basic.
It's so
Ezekiel
good,
bread, avocado, grape tomatoes, red onion, and arugula. And it's so good.
That sounds amazing.
It
and
is.
you use the sesame Ezekiel
Sesame.
toast? My favorite.
It's so good.
So good.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah. I typically try to just keep like fruits, vegetables, and stuff like that in the apartment, and never really any snacks. But I would say that dinner is my downfall.
Okay, same.
I think for most people, yeah. I don't know why, like I think that like I deserve to like eat Chinese food at nighttime, but like for some reason I do.
That's exactly what it is. I deserve it.
Yeah,
and
it's like, I made it through this
get
Monday.
the chocolate cake after because like I did it. I did the day.
We're here. We made it.
Do you have dessert, or are you
No,
more
never.
like a salty, savory
No,
person?
I'm a very big sweets person. Like I love My favorite thing in life is rainbow cookies.
Same.
Stop,
The
really?
best.
The best.
My grandma used to make them. They're
Oh my
so
God.
good.
No, I'm like addicted to them.
Fair.
You just have to train your body. If you go without sugar for like 2 weeks, you don't crave it anymore.
You kind of transitioned from makeup and skincare and beauty, and now you kind of have this whole lifestyle brand.
Yeah.
Was that something you wanted to get into, or was it just natural?
No, I always had a love for beauty, like skincare, makeup, whatever it was. It was something that I've explored with since I was like 12.
Oh, wow.
I started a platform where I talked about my struggles. I was always breaking out, and I would just share my tips and tricks, and it took off from there. But then it really kind of just evolved into like this lifestyle brand. And I think the reason for that is because I was always really upfront and honest.
Yeah.
And like, I was like, this is my skin, like I have a breakout, like that, you know, most people weren't doing that. I think that I developed like this level of trust with the girls that follow me, that like they come to me for anything. And like, when I say anything, like they ask me like what type of olive oil I use. Like it's just so random. And I love that it kind of evolved into that, because now it's just all over the place, but still maintaining like that authenticity.
That's amazing. And what's next? Like, what do you want to do next with the brand?
You know, it's funny, everyone always asks me that, and it's so all over the place, but the thing that I'm really loving right now is just like the comedy aspect. Like I started this page based on like a Snapchat filter. It's a guy, and like his name is Richie.
It's so
and like
funny.
he kind of just like took off, and I love being silly like that. Like that to me, like that's just always something that I've always been good at, and something I've always enjoyed. So I don't really know where that can lead, but I just love that.
What would like a normal food day look like for Richie?
Richie like starts his day with Red Bull.
Okay,
He's not like anyone that you want to like look up to for
Got
food.
it,
And I feel like he would eat like a lot of like quarter pounders like from McDonald's.
That's perfect. Okay, what's the next step for this?
Okay, so the next thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna put this in the oven. I really kind of just eye out the time. I like to kind of say like 30 to 40 minutes.
Okay.
So I'll set a timer, but I'll flip it halfway through. And while this is in the oven roasting, I will cut up some scallions, grape tomatoes, and some Israeli pickles.
Yum.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Let's do it. Okay.
So now that we have everything chopped, the cauliflower is cooking.
Yes.
We make the tahini.
We make the tahini. Okay, so it's really, really easy. I think that a lot of people get scared when they see something like this. It's literally 2 steps. So this is just raw roasted sesame seeds. And it's really a preference. Like you can make it as thick or as runny as you want.
What's your preference?
I kind of like it like very smooth.
Okay.
Like not like too runny, but just like the perfect amount.
Okay.
I don't know.
Just make it perfect.
I'll show you guys.
Fine.
Okay, so my dad, this is his trick. You only use ice water. So most people don't really know that, but he says that it makes it like the perfect consistency.
Okay.
The trick is just to keep mixing it, and you can add more water. It's such a preference.
So this is your dad's recipe, but your mom is an incredible cook as well.
Yeah, she is. Oh my God, anything that my mom cooks is just like incredible. I mean, for me, it's changed obviously because I became plant-based. So this weekend, she made like the most amazing dinner. She made like this like incredible pasta with garlic and oil and filled with like a ton of veggies. And it's so interesting because my mom never knew how to cook. She only learned how to cook when she married my dad because my dad's mom is the best cook. I feel like a lot of the time also, like when I cook, I'm like not even hungry after. Is that weird?
No, I get the same way.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. I'm like starving. I make something and then I'm like, okay, it's done.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know what, and also like cooking for other people, it's like you just want to watch them eat, you know? I'm glad that you feel like that too, because
I completely agree.
Went out on a limb and that could have been really weird. So this is to me like the perfect consistency.
Okay.
Like I don't like when it's too watery, and it's like the perfect. Yeah.
What do you think it is about your family and the people you surround yourself with that makes everyone so successful, yourself included?
I really have to thank my mom for that. Like she was always our biggest supporter. Like she never pushed us to do things we didn't want to do. I always joke, like I was the worst student and I would come home with a test and it was like a 68 and like we'd go out to celebrate. It's like we couldn't do anything wrong in her eyes. And I think that gave us a level of confidence at such a young age that allowed us to just thrive.
Okay, so how long do you heat the pita up for?
Literally a minute just to get it like a little bit toasty, so it just
like straight on the rack.
Straight on the rack, a minute, 2 minutes max. I also cut the heat. So after I took out the cauliflower, which was in there at 450, I cut that and then I just put that in and just kind of let the heat like roll
Okay.
over.
Perfect.
So what I'm gonna have you do is just cut this in half.
Okay. Let me do it right.
Let's assemble.
I'm getting hungry.
So the first thing you're going to do, open your pita.
Okay.
You're gonna take some of the tahini,
Okay.
and really however much you want. Have you ever had tahini?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, it's really just a preference.
Okay.
So I kind of like to just put it right inside and then use the back of the spoon to kind of just like smear it around. And then the next thing you're gonna do is take some cauliflower.
Okay.
And fill it however much you want. You wanna make sure you really like shove it to the bottom because we're gonna also put the tomatoes and the scallions and the pickles. I love scallions, like I put a ton of scallions. It's like my favorite thing.
Are there any foods that you really hate?
Cilantro.
Same.
Oh my God, I can't take
very
it.
similar food.
And
preferences.
I have a fear of ketchup.
Why?
I don't know.
Like an actual
fear. Like it can't be near me. Like if we're like at a restaurant and like the waiter puts the ketchup down on the table, I'm like, to the person with him, like, can you move that? It's so weird. And my sister Ariel like ate ketchup like it was like nobody's business. Like she was always eating it. And
did it scar you?
yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It just upsets me.
I'm so sorry.
I know.
Traumatizing.
Actually. So these are Israeli pickles. They have a very strong flavor, but they're very good. And then I like to top it with a little bit more tahini.
Wow.
A pinch of sea salt, and then take a bite. Cheers.
Okay. Cheers. It's so good.
It's so good.
So good.
And it's so easy to make.
Wait, where do you get these pickles?
Any Israeli market.
Okay.
They look like this.
Oh, okay.
Large cucumbers in brine.
Okay.
They're amazing. Can I keep eating or do I have to stop?
No. The whole thing. You have to actually finish. It's a contest.
Whole thing, everyone knows the rules.
Okay, if you could spend a day in the kitchen with someone, who would it be and what do you think you'd make?
I would say 2 people.
Okay.
The first one is Frank Prisinzano. He's the chef and owner of Supper, Little Frankie's, and Frank Restaurant. I love everything he makes, and he just always has the best tips and tricks, so I feel like I can learn a lot from him. Another person on the other end of the spectrum is Rachel Ray, and it's only because I like despise her so much that I would just like to have a conversation with her as to like why she is the way she is. I hope she'll see this.
Can you imagine you get an email from her tomorrow and just like, excuse me. Thank you so much for doing this.
Of
and
course.
For the amazing lunch.
Oh my God, this is
so good.
a great excuse to eat this early on. So
Perfect.
thank you.